Barcelona, they lose today against Osasuna 2-1, 10-man. Osasuna, Gab, this just felt like kind of the end of a total capitulation for Barcelona.
Yeah, this is the bottom falling out at the end of the season, and there's no good way to lose the title, but there are plenty of bad ways, and I think this Barcelona team showed the wrong way to do it, chose one of the worst possible ways. Messi's words after the game, what happened during the game, Arthur on the bench seemingly taking a nap. You put all these things together, and you almost have a postcard of the turmoil. And it really has been turmoil at Barcelona for many different reasons over the past 3, 4, 5 months. And it really spilled over decisively onto the pitch. And not even Messi could go and erase that on the night.
Jules, Messi used the word intensidad y ganas, intensity and desire, to describe what was wrong with Barcelona, not just in the match today, but the season overall. I mean, we don't hear him speak much, but again, when he does, it is becoming more and more critical. What do you make of the comments?
Yeah, and he also said we have to, to be self-critical, to really look what has been happening, not just this season, but before. He said the fans have lost patience, and rightly so, because we have not given them anything. And he also went to say that if they keep playing like this in the Champions League, when they face Napoli in that second leg of the last 16, they're not going to go through. They'll be out of Europe as well. So you're right, it's rare that he talks, and it's even rarer that he talks like that in those kind of words. We knew he was unhappy because of all the mess that has been created at the club all around him, his war with Abidal and Bartomeu. But for him to talk like that, I mean, this is really when you realize how bad everything is pretty much at that club. And also what was really telling, I thought, was his reaction when he scored that free kick to make it 1-1 at the time, which was a great free kick. But then he put his hand like that, and clearly he's had enough. He's had enough of the mess around, of the rubbish players, the rubbish recruitment, no direction at the club. And you can understand him. He's the best player that's ever played the game. And look where he is now, losing to Osasuna at home in the 37th game of the season. It's ridiculous.
I think, though, Jules, I think this was a big call by him, but I think it's what a leader does, right? Whether it's him, I don't know if Gerard Piqué did it in public or if he waited until the dressing room, because this is the kick in the backside you need. You have to regain that intensity because you have a return leg in the Champions League coming up. He even referenced the Champions League directly. Obviously, they're playing Napoli. And, maybe it is good to rock the boat at this stage. Doesn't matter what happens next week, last game of the season. Nobody cares. It's all about what happens against Napoli and going forward. You can still salvage something. And so, Messi, who's been quiet, as you said, most of the season, now is the time to speak. Now is the time to go and ruffle feathers. Now is the time to rock the boat. And I think it was the right call from him. And I didn't see it as an attack on Setien, the way some people have spun it. Some people even suggesting that, this could cost Setien his job. I saw it as an attack on the whole structure around him from Bartomeu on down, because that is really what has failed Barcelona this season, as much as some of the wacky choices Setien's made.
Let's go there, because in the post-match interview, he also mentions we'll have to change a lot in order to compete for the Champions League. Catalan radio, one report suggesting that Quique Setien may be, in fact, done at Barcelona. Jules, the Champions League is still out there. Could they? Should they?
I don't know if they could, but it would be a hell of a win if they go all the way and win it, especially as we've seen since the draw last week, that they're in the really, really tough part of the draw as well. So they would have to play much better, of course. And Messi is right, with more intensity, with more desire, for sure. Setien, if he's still there, would have to find the right formula and the right tactics first to get over Napoli, and that's not given, as we said. And we've seen Rino Gattuso's team playing really well in the last few weeks since the Serie A restart as well. And then if you go through that, then you have to play probably Bayern. And again, that would be a very, very difficult task. So it's not looking good for them winning the Champions League. But you never know when you've got Messi in your team. Anything is possible, of course. But it was interesting to hear Setien as well in his press conference after the game saying, I would like to be there for the Champions League, but I don't know. I don't know if I would be there. I think he knows that this defeat tonight and the way the season has gone since the restart could really cost him his place. I don't know who would come in. I don't know if Xavi can come in from August have like that Champions League to start his career as a Barcelona manager. I'm not sure if that's the plan. I don't know who else could you give that job if you get rid of Setien, but I'm not sure it would be the best timings and the best idea to get rid of your manager, albeit not having been great in the last few weeks, to go into such a big game against Napoli.
Gab, you suggest that this is rock bottom. If so, why keep Setien?
Because you have a Champions League to play for, and chucking Xavi in there for one game. Xavi, I mean, if they are going to make a change, and I think you make a change when you're convinced the players aren't going to respond. I think Messi's words suggest that the players will respond because they only have so many cracks at the Champions League. For better or worse, they're in a round of 16 game. It's not as if everything Setien's done has been bad. You know, when he turned it around and when he played the diamond with Messi in the hole behind Suarez and Griezmann, you did see signs of progress. And in individual games, and this is what we're talking about. Let's not forget, these are all individual games. You got the return leg against Napoli, quarterfinal, semifinal, 90 minutes, mano a mano, individual format. And you know what? In that context, when it's just 90 minutes, most of the time you're going to pick the team that has Lionel Messi in it. So I think you stick with Messi unless there really is something. Sorry, with Setien. Obviously, you stick with Messi. You stick with Setien unless there's some kind of a player revolt or whatever else. I think it would be mad to chuck Xavi or somebody else who you're looking at as a permanent manager. Chuck him in at the deep end at this stage.
Okay, Jules, I'll give you one more chance to come good on this. Was it a mistake to get rid of Valverde, who won the league?
Of course it was not. Of course it wasn't. It wasn't. And let's not forget, Setien was not first choice either. They didn't sack Valverde to go and get Quique Setien, who was walking his cows, when the phone call arrived. That was not the plan initially. They had to do it because the plan A and plan B didn't work out, Xavi and Ronald Koeman. But that was not the plan initially. They had to get rid of Valverde because it was even worse probably than what it is now. Although this is rock bottom, I think it was even more rock bottom before with Valverde. So I agree with Gab. Setien did some good things, some other things that were not very good. But he deserves just a chance to try to put things right, at least against Napoli, and then see after that in the Champions League, where let's not forget everything is on one game. And again, with Messi over one game, anything is possible. So I think he deserves to be there, and then we will see after that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.